Alright, live stack penance brand for 3.27, potentially. We're currently missing an aura from Eternal Blessing with Ray Specters because I don't have Dark Marionettes, so we're only running Hatred at the moment. Uh, Almost 600 crit multi. I'm testing with Adorned, which obviously just use rare jewels next league. You should be around 500 crit multi with increased crit chance rather than crit multi. And you can use Fizz here or Life. Life is most likely better. My tree revolves around this. In the end, you would, go for another 3 passive or 1 passive, or else league start, just make 2 of these. Or you can make a 12 passive with increased cost speed. So I'll show you the build here. The great thing about it is it clears pretty well for Abyss Hordes if Abyss Hordes doesn't get fucking deleted. Well, that's at least what I'm hoping for. If you want more clear speed, you just, drop on that flask and you should be perfectly fine. I think we would do more damage with Zeltry. But, I don't have the Spectres now because I haven't been playing Standard. I've been working on delving in SSF Merc League. I mean, the entire goal of this build next league is doing Abyss Hordes without using 6 portals. The entry for this build is pretty much Kael'm's Roots, and you can use the MF boots, but when on low life. I forgot what they're called exactly, but that one works very well for early game. So you can find some tier 0s and tier 1s and tier 2s. And Defiance is nice. It's a quality of life, like just, if you get it, you're pretty much immortal. If not, just +2 amulet is fine with cost speed crit multi. What else is there? The helmet, you don't have to make 25-20 helm like this helm. This is from Settlers League that I made for my Penance-Spire character. What else is there to talk about? Just, going to next league, I hope there are changes made to Delve in terms of finding ways to scale damage other than Original Sin. Because we're end up gonna be playing the exact same build, which is Zenith, and it's just harder and harder to get items in SSF now. Since Progenesis got nerfed, I hope that changes gets nerfed. But like, people are talking about how strong CI builds are, right? But end of the day, sure, CI builds are strong, but GGG nerfing Progenesis drop rate is just like, why, On top of that, like, you'd have to also farm Nimis if you wanted to play Zenith next league for Delve, because I don't think, I want to play Molten Strike Trickster again, because just I don't want to sit at a node at 5k depth for like 4 minutes. Also, I died there because of the blood, the siphoning bloods, and I can leech. So, but yeah, it does. The build does well. It's tanky. I mean, if you're just generally mapping, just put on Noria's Flask and you should be perfectly fine. Like, oh yeah, I have that as well, you see. So let me show you the Flask real quick. Movement speed, regen, reflect, just to do all map mods. And then this you can just ignore. Just use something else. It's an old mod on one of those flasks. And the Haunted Spirits is not necessary. Just use any +2 with cost speed crit multi. Wand is good. I don't have any wands, so I just had to, use one of the wands that I had lying around. Also, this character is level 94, so it doesn't have all its, points. It's just a showcase of a potential build, because if Hordes is around, I do want to play an Inquisitor, so I can go into Sanctum and look for Original Sin. Because, like, mainly you're gonna be, like, doing Hordes and, like, and then straight into Sanctum and Heist, which ends up requiring 2 characters rather than 3 if I play Trickster again. Like, without a Progenesis is also fine. You would have, like, you can't have perma RF, and you'd have to use Flagellant Flasks, and you would only use RF on bosses, and then you don't have to worry about the Flask mod for the degen. And you can probably die to Voltar cores. That's pretty much it, as well as Cyrus Ground degens. I'll show you the boss damage in a second. Let me quickly get Hordes, because I'm currently farming Dueling Scarabs for Crown of Eyes Malediction, which is, like, absolutely cope. As you can see, the damage is, perfectly normal. It's decent. The entry is basically gloves, helm, this, and preferably a Vermilion ring with recoup, cost speed, crit multi. And then later on, if you still want to play the build, you can go for Fractured, gain Fizz as extra fire mod. Alright, I'll do the boss real quick so the video doesn't, take so long. And also the corrupted bleed mod is ignorable if I, did the build properly and had a CB jewel. But I was too lazy and I want to get the video out. It is what it is. Like, I'll show you the map mods in a sec. It's like, it's you know, it's good. It's good. I'm happy with it, and I hope this ABYS Horde shit doesn't get nerfed because Sanctum probably died for a bunch of shit. Hey, before I end the video, let me show you my jewels real quick. This, so I don't have to have it on the flask. It's just basically life. Adorn just pushes it. If I didn't have the Adorn, I'd probably be at like 7.7k. And it's perfectly fine. There's also another version that Meth did last in Settlers, where he goes Blood Magic. That was pretty good as well. And POB did. But he takes all the life masteries. And I haven't looked into it, so... anyways, I'll see you guys around.